For 2 years, Madrid fans and Amorim FC have tried to force a brain-dead debate that never made sense, which is Jude Bellingham is better than Pedri. In all honesty, things like this shouldn't trigger you. I mean, we're talking about fans who claim the World Cup is as useless as the AFCON, so it shouldn't shock you when you see debates like this. These are two different types of midfielders. One is a generational talent while the other one thinks he's a striker, but somehow they have been dragged into the same debate as if they are competing for the same role and the same impact. Well, let me be the bearer of bad news. This is a dumb debate.
This is not okay. This needs to stop now.
It is not because one is bad, but because one understands football in a way the other one can never comprehend. And once you accept the truth, the debate is really over. Let's start with Jude Bellingham, the cardio merchant. On paper, he is a midfielder, but in reality, he doesn't quite know what he is. You see, at Borussia Dortmund, Jude was a box-to-box engine, arriving late and crashing the box, winning duels and driving forward. But you see, at Madrid, something changed. Bro abandoned his creative duties and became Timo Benzema. Don't get me wrong, he was instrumental to Madrid winning their 15th Champions League title. The problem is, those goals hit the cracks. Fast forward to 2024-2025 season in Carlo Ancelotti's last season at Madrid, Bellingham found himself in a strange tactical limbo. He was either too advanced to control the midfield or limited creatively to dictate the tempo, coupled with the fact that all his first touch turns into duels, so slowing down the game was never really in his plans. I mean, that's like asking Diddy to respect young children. It's basically impossible. Bellingham drifts between being an attacking midfielder and a striker without mastering either role. When Real Madrid needs structure, Jude Bellingham sprints. When they need control, Jude Bellingham turns every first touch into duels. And when they need creativity, he arrives late, hoping the chaos would work in his favor. And it works sometimes, like the goal he scored in the El Clasico against Barcelona. But let's be honest, that was an injury-ridden, plagued Barcelona side. He might be able to get away with this on one or two occasions, but when you are playing at the highest level, hope is not a system. Football isn't just about talent alone. I mean, let's ask Modric. But seriously, it's about balance, and for Jude Bellingham, it's hard to balance. He demands space and freedom, and he needs players around him to compensate for this. What this actually means is he needs a holding midfielder like Zubimendi cleaning up his mistakes, actual wingers that know what they are doing, not Mr. Bitch Dior, and creators who will do the thinking for him and the team. Cause let's be honest, the Galacticos are not the smartest people in the room. This isn't criticism, this is reality. And this is exactly why Thomas Tuchel prefers Phil Foden over Bellingham. You see, at the international level, chaos doesn't win tournaments, structure does. Just look at the Argentina team that won the World Cup and the Copa America. That team, everybody knows their role. And this is what Thomas Tuchel wants. Control, positional discipline, players who press, and players who think before they run. And this is what Phil Foden offers. A player who fits, connects, and doesn't pull an entire system out of shape. Elite managers don't pick hype, they pick functionality. Now let's talk about Pedri. Oh my god, where do I even begin? Now I don't want it to look like I'm glazing this guy, but this guy is quiet, elegant, and effortless. Pedri doesn't overpower games, he controls them. While Jude reacts to moments, Pedri creates them. Pedri is not confused or torn between roles because he understands his role perfectly. Pedri is a deep-lying playmaker, an advanced controller who dictates the tempo. He is the brain of the team. Every touch has an intention and every pass has a destination, and every movement he makes solves a problem before it even appears. At Barcelona, under new coach Hansi Flick, this is clearer than ever before. This Barcelona doesn't revolve around speed or chaos. Mbappe, it revolves around order, and Pedri is that order. I mean, it is no luck that Barcelona is sitting on top of La Liga with 4 points, clear of Real Madrid, aka Europe's super team. If you watch Barcelona when Pedri plays, the spacing improves and the midfield breathes, linked perfectly with the attack. He doesn't need goals to dominate games because he dominates time and space. I mean, just look at the Newcastle match. Pedri wasn't just involved, he was essential. He dictated when Barcelona attacked and when they slowed down the game, and when they accelerated, he connected defense to attack with rhythm, not force. Take notes, Bellingham. And it becomes so evident when Pedri is out injured, everything collapses. The build-up becomes non-existent, the midfield lacks direction and creativity, and the team becomes Pep's Man City, 7,000 passes, 0 penetration. Barcelona without Pedri doesn't lose talent, it loses its intelligence. And you might be thinking that he's only crucial with Barcelona, but that is not the case. Without Pedri, Spain circulates the ball and passes it to Lamine Yamal for him to create something. But with Pedri, Spain controls matches, and a clear example of this was when Spain were 5 goals up against France, while France had no hopes of making a comeback. But the moment Pedri was taken off the pitch, France scored 4, almost turning the game on its head. This wasn't coincidence, it was orchestration. This is where the debate truly ends. Jude Bellingham is a moment player, a cardio merchant, but Pedri is a system player. He is the system. While Jude thrives in chaos, Pedri controls the game. Bellingham needs freedom to shine, but Pedri, he is the freedom for everyone else. Jude brings power and obscurity, but Pedri gives you clarity. And at the highest level of football, clarity will always win, because when games tighten and spaces disappear due to men marking and high emotions, another runner is the last thing you need. What you need is someone who is a thinker. Don't get me wrong, Jude Bellingham is sensational, but Pedri is fundamentally more rounded. Jude excites for TikTok clips while Pedri defines football. And this is why the debate was always dead on arrival, because you can build a team around Pedri, but with Jude, you are still trying to figure out what he actually is. The debate is over, not because one is better, but because only one understands the game deeply enough to control it. Hey, if you enjoyed this video, kindly hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and hit that notification bell icon so you can get notified when I upload videos like this. And I will see you guys in the next one. And until next time, peace and love.